Welcome back to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. Your boy DJ KO. I'm glad you guys tuned back into the show. It's a long time coming. Last week was a great show. I'm glad you guys tuned in. I'm glad you guys who hit me up in the DMs told me that you guys liked the content that we put out. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you continue to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend what we got going on over here. Subscribe. We're on all platforms. You know what it is. You see me out in the streets, holla at me, it's all good. I might act funny, it's depending, because this is my birthday month. So in May is my birthday month. So every day is my birthday. So I might act a little funny. I might act light skinned. So
yeah, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Light skin month. Okay,
oh, Lord.
May is the light skin month. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I have not just one guest, but I have two guests up in the building, and. They came by because they blessed me with some stuff, some product that they that's some product that they have, and we're going to talk about it. And basically, I have a story. I have a testimony about it. So before I get into that, guys, I'd like to welcome you to the show, the owners of 605 Liquor.
What up? Thank you.
Is it liquor or 605 Liquor?
It's an infused premium cocktail.
Okay.
Yes.
So how you guys doing?
Great.
Awesome.
I mean, you can't go wrong in the liquor business.
Not at all. So before we get started, I want you guys to introduce yourselves and tell people how long have you been in Houston?
So 605 has been in Houston officially since June of last year.
Okay.
But set roots here in 2018 December and decided to stay. Give me that old New York feel. I am in love with Houston as it stands today.
Okay.
I have a blast with it. She's been her whole life.
Practically my whole life. H-Town.
Okay. Shout out. What part of Houston?
I'm not Sugarland.
Oh, that's way out there.
That ain't Houston.
Rosenberg somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
By that song, though,
Sugarland.
Sugarland is not Houston.
That's not, don't even.
Toledo Park is not Houston.
No,
Right.
Don't even do that. Don't do that.
Right. That's true. Actually, it's funny. When I first moved to Houston, I was staying in Sugarland. So
It's a nice area.
It is nice. And all my family that came into town, they was like, where you live? I said, I live in Houston. So some of the family that lived in Houston, it was like, no, you live in Sugarland.
Because it's 45 minutes to an hour outside of Houston.
Right.
And I went to George Bush High School, and it's literally when there was nothing out there. So it was just like FM 1464 all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
And the gas station was like 5 or 6 miles down the road. Now they got all types of stuff.
Yeah, that stuff built all the way up to Richmond, to Fulshire and all that stuff back there. So anyway, guys, I want to get into it because I see, as you guys can see, we have 605 Liquor here. And
Pour it up.
yes, and we're going to pour it up. We're going to do some some taste testing on the show. But before we get started, I want to ask you guys, could you tell us about the background, about the product, and what inspired you guys to create it?
So the drink itself came from the idea of trying to change the look of cannabis, right? Because when you think of cannabis, for the most part, people tend to look at it as an illicit back alley kind of thing. They treat it on the same level as like crack cocaine and other Schedule 1 drugs. Is that what it is?
Is it Schedule or Class 1?
Is it class? Whatever.
Yeah.
The point is they treat it in the same level. So when you think of cannabis, you're still thinking college kids smoking it out of an apple core, some guy selling it in a weed bag in an alley to smush together. You know what I'm saying? Granted, those days were fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like, especially with cannabis becoming so like commercialized, it needs to change. Like if you look at a lot of the dispensaries today, they're all weird, like animated heavily, lots of cartoonish kind of things. I'm like, yo, listen, adults consume cannabis.
Yes, a lot.
Adults consume cannabis.
Yeah,
Like who's the
kids.
target market here? You understand what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
what I wanted to do with 605. I decided, you know what better way to make it more of an adult drink than to pair, an adult item than to pair it with an adult beverage.
Right.
Combine the two, and that's what you have here. The history behind the brand itself is different, though.
Okay, so run this down for me. What is the difference between? Because I know they have, like you said, they have shops with CBD, THC, different products. What's the difference with this brand and any other brand?
Well, there is nobody doing.
Yeah,
what
we're the
we do.
one and only on the market that actually infuse perfectly THC and alcohol together. We are not CBD. We are not.
It's
Yeah,
Delta 8. That's
we're
still
not
CBD,
Delta
that's
8.
still
We
Okay.
are THC Gelato 42.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Since you guys are the only one. Well, in Texas, I know for sure.
No, period.
Period.
There's
period.
so there's a lot of ready to drink cocktails in the world. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can go in Target and get a ready to drink. You can go in any liquor store and get a ready to drink, and they're
Right.
usually really cheap. You know what I'm saying? I think the highest valued ready to drink is an old fashioned by some company I
$150.
can't remember, and they sell it for $150 a bottle.
$150 to
And
$200.
hilariously,
Really?
Food, yeah.
Wow,
Food
I
and
didn't
Wine
know that.
magazine rated them as the most luxurious ready to drink cocktail.
And it's disgusting.
Mm.
It's freaking disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, it is not good.
It
I mean,
tastes-
if you've had no fat, you've had no fashion.
It
You know what I'm
tastes
saying?
like medicine.
It's like sweet. It's like
No, it's not sweet.
What's
It
the
tastes like
stuff?
medicine.
Like-
Robitussin.
Yeah, like the medicine. Cough
That's what it
medicine.
tastes like.
Oh wow, I never had that. I don't drink. I don't drink
don't do
brown
old
liquor.
fashions?
Yeah, I'm not.
Fat, they're cool, but honestly, I just felt like it had to be something different.
Yeah.
Like it had to taste good,
Okay.
right? Because a lot of edibles, a lot of
Yeah,
cannabis
it's-
infused things don't usually taste good.
Yeah.
It's either like overly sweet,
Right.
or overly
Powerful
cannabis
with the
flavored.
cannabis,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And there's no butter zone, if you will. I just wanted to bring something to the market that one changed the game of the alcohol business, the industry as it stands.
Okay.
It had to be ground shaking, and two, change the face of cannabis as it stands.
Now, in terms of that, now let me ask you this about the marketing side of it. Some states aren't. Well, cannabis isn't legal yet.
Federally, correct.
Federally,
Correct.
most states are, but most states, like I think, is Texas legal yet?
No.
Only certain forms, CBD, Delta 8, those things.
Okay, but not
Yeah,
THC.
now you can't get THC at specific retailers here in Texas.
But you have to have a medical
You
card
got
or
to have
something
a
like
card.
that.
Yeah, you have to have a special card and things of that nature.
So how do you get around the marketing side of that?
Private events. That's
Gotcha.
our safe zone.
Okay.
We don't deal heavily in commercial retail. If someone can just walk in off the street and buy it, it's unsafe. It's not safe for us to do business.
It's the same way that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
It's the same way they felt about selling drugs on the street. You can't just do that. But everybody who were big names, big shots in the prohibition, they didn't just say, "Hey, here's a bottle of liquor." You had to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody to
Right.
get a bottle of that.
Yeah, it was all
And,
underground.
Yeah,
for the
we're
most part.
we're definitely the best thing since sliced bread in the prohibition right
Okay.
now.
All right. Hey, talk that talk. That's what I'm talking about. Shut up. Talk that talk. So now I want to get into that because when you said we, and as the people see you guys are black, right? And you're entrepreneurs, right? So in terms of the black side of it, have you guys had any pushback in terms of getting investors or getting people to buy into the product? Because the reason why I
This
asked
is my
that
lane,
question,
right?
Not really. Because so what's funny about it is, while we have had a hard time being received, mainly by huge corporations.
Okay.
Right, mainly by huge corporations. Because realistically, consider what it is we've done. We've taken two completely different avenues and
Merged.
crashed them
Merged them,
together and created
right.
an entire highway. You understand what I'm saying? We're
Beautifully.
the only ones driving on that whole 6-lane highway.
Right.
What a lot of companies want to stay away because of the cannabis side of it. However, we have tons
Tons of supporters,
We have
political
tons.
figures,
Yeah, you
artists.
can't say you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I got you.
Yeah, they,
We've dealt with.
Yeah.
There's so much support for it, and what it is we're doing. It's insane. It is insane.
yeah. If you think about it, we just launched last year, June 5th.
okay,
And it didn't look like this June 5th.
It
June
did not.
5th, it was
At all.
a very baby infant version of itself. This is what I would like to say is this young toddler years right now.
okay,
And we've been booming. It's taken a lot of other liquor companies to get where we are right now, where they're at. There's a lot of liquor companies that we're in the same room with, and they're just like,
Who are they?
how? Who
Yeah.
are they? Where did they come
Yeah.
from?
And that's
This
usually
is so
where the
good.
intimidation, like I said, with those larger corporations, that's
Mm-hmm.
usually where it comes from.
Okay.
Like 9 times out of 10, I don't want to say they're afraid, but consider the blow up of Casamigos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't really shake ground with too much, and I'm not saying they didn't, because
Right.
they had a crazy cultural impact.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a tequila.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Most ready to drinks are cheap.
And
I
they
can't
don't
stress
taste
that
as
enough.
good either. I used to drink ready to drink in college, and they weren't good tasting. Like little daiquiri, frozen daiquiri stuff. Like it's not.
What is that? The Long Island iced tea.
Yeah,
That's
like no.
Yeah.
Now,
like you get a good Long Island if a bartender mixes it, but that ready to drink is, and usually
sweet.
they have a low alcohol
lower,
content.
like 12, maybe less
Maybe
than
less than
that.
that. Maybe less
But
than that.
we literally have had customers in the same room as all the big names. I'm not gonna say any names. Say, I don't even want this no more. Where did
Like,
I
they
get
poured
that?
out
They
what they were
poured out what
drinking,
they were
yeah.
drinking to get 605.
So, in saying that, I want to ask you guys this because I know, like you said, you guys are in those rooms with those big corporations, with those people that actually are doing the same thing that you guys, but you guys have a head start in terms of the product,
Right.
The product speaks for itself.
It does.
Now, the funding side of it.
No banks. We have one. We have our first investor who we just landed. Shout out to him. I don't want to say his name. Just yet.
Yeah.
Shout out to the investors.
He dropped the bag. He definitely
We dropped the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. He dropped the
On our
bag.
upcoming event, Summer Jam, this summer
Oh,
on
the
May
flyers over
20th.
there.
Okay.
He-
So them my people over there.
Yeah.
Tim, all those
Okay.
guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go and get that.
That's dope. We actually, you'll see.
Yeah.
I don't want to reveal too much. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
come.
yeah.
If you want to see what's going on in Summer Jam with 605, you got to show up.
May
Yeah.
20th.
May 20th.
May 20th.
City Girls are headlining, so y'all buy y'all ticket because it's
Please
gonna
do
be
that.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
if you can't afford one, go to 605's Instagram page at DrinkALP6. We got 5 GA tickets we're giving away.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Because I was going to ask, I was going to ask the future plans for the product.
Oh, man.
Oh,
So I could peek into it a little bit.
Just a little bit. Don't give me too much.
Yeah.
Just give me the future.
So there's obviously going to be a revamp of style and approach because our target market isn't just, like I said, we're not looking at just be in bars or clubs.
Okay.
Obviously, we'll end up in those places. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like I said, from where we're standing, it's a luxurious drink. It tastes great. You can throw a dry champagne in and make a mimosa with nothing else. You see what I'm saying? You like Bellinis? Boom. You got a Bellini popping. You see what I'm saying? It's
Whiskey
really
smash.
a whiskey smash. It's
Right.
crazy. It's
That's
really
dope.
crazy. Like the idea behind it is to, create this luxurious image because I want to change the way cannabis looks. That's the biggest part of it. Like I need people to understand that cannabis can be sexy.
Okay.
It's imperative to understand.
now I
that.
will say, as much as we wanted to have high volume in all of the local liquor stores and
don't
around
really
us,
care for it.
we're not going that direction anymore. This is going to be a boutique liquor. This is going to be
we're not just
top
pumping
of
out
the top of the
bottles.
shelf. Like if you weren't in when we first hit the train, it's gonna be the ticket gonna be a little bit low.
Wow.
I mean, not only that, mass production changes things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you can't. You ever hear somebody say, "Man, they didn't taste as good as they did not long ago."
Right.
But now all of a sudden, because they're doing so much of it, the entire experience.
It gets
changes.
diluted.
I want to keep that.
Yeah, we're a boutique liquor. I don't even know if that exists, but that's the name I'm
Well-
running with. We are a boutique liquor.
That's good. I like that because the thing is, you guys are not going a traditional route in terms of distribution for the product, right?
No.
And
I mean,
that's
you can't.
and that's the, I guess that's the kind of, the scary side of it when it comes to investors because it's like, well, this is not traditional,
Exactly.
No.
but weed is traditional.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been smoking weed
Liquor.
forever.
Alcohol
Yeah.
is traditional. It's just we merged it beautifully, and the people who support us knows like, oh, they got something crazy on their hands.
Right.
Like
right.
who developed this? And of course, my partner, he produced it, and then everything that you see beautifully made
How it looks, I am.
is
I
all
like
me.
it. I like it. So let me ask you guys this: what is y'all background like in terms of like the liquor? Is it you guys have background in the liquor industry or the weed industry?
Nah,
Because people just don't.
I
jump
went to a
into
Christian university. Shout out, go Tigers! Where there was a dry campus, but
So you know what goes on at that Christian university.
So the inspiration came from I was raised on hip hop.
Okay.
Like I say all the time, hip hop was my dad. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true.
Okay.
A lot of the lessons that I've learned on how to talk to women, how to react to women, how to respond in the streets, how to stay safe, things of that nature, all came from hip hop. Granted, I've had male like role models and things of that nature too, but outside of that, the brand itself, it pays homage to my heritage, both in Brooklyn, the Caribbean, and also in hip hop. The name of the drink itself is called 605, paying homage to a song by Jay-Z called All I Need.
Okay.
You ever heard it?
No. All I heard was Mary J and Method Man.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So all I need, he said, the Zab is stiff and he said the Zab is stiff and the Zab quick. Left hand and lean him like a little past 6. When we first started the brand itself, the name of the drink was actually a little past 6, and it's still there.
A little past 6,
Couldn't let it
605.
go. Exactly.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
So
The bars went over my head.
you see what I'm
I
saying?
got it.
You see what I'm
Past
saying?
6.
So the
All
idea
right.
is if you 6 o'clock, you straight, you
Right.
good. But if you a little
Little
past,
past
6,
6.
then you leaning.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? 605 embodies that. You like, you good, you straight for a little bit until that clock start ticking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you leaning.
So, and look, we're going to get into and we're going to get into sipping on the show because the guy, 605, they blessed me with a couple of bottles and I, back on 420, I had the opportunity to taste it and it was awesome. And we're going to taste it on the show, but let's say it was a beautiful night. And I wish I could remember what happened, but it was an awesome night, and the product is real good, man. So whoever you guys, a chemist, or if you guys did it, beautifully done.
No chemist, just
just-
Jay.
Yeah, I had to
Just
figure
Jay.
out. So my favorite cocktail, like I said, I'm part Caribbean. I'm Jamaican. I was born to a Jamaican father and a Bajan mother,
Okay.
and we drink something called rum punch at every celebration,
Right.
birthdays, Christmas, everything. And I didn't want to make another drink that was like that. I really wanted it to be super different. So I thought to myself, what could I do to change things up? I like being unique. And one cocktail that almost nobody drinks anymore is a fuzzy navel. Like almost nobody drinks a fuzzy navel.
Yeah, every time he
No.
says, "Have you ever had a fuzzy navel?" They're
They
like,
be like,
"What?"
That's an old school drink.
Exactly.
Yeah, like us.
And
Yeah.
it tastes so good.
Yeah, it's real fruity.
Oh man,
Yeah.
It pack a punch. It creep up on you. You never know what hit you. That's the idea behind 605, and I decided let's twist it and throw cannabis in there. So I got the punch kind of flavor, the potency of the fuzzy navel, and the potency of the cannabis all wrapped up in one. It took a long time to develop it, something like 2 years.
Yeah, Jay was in the lab like a mad scientist. All his friends say like they'll come by and it just be like mad weed everywhere, liquor. Like his first batch of 605 was this green like flubber looking color.
And super strong.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't really know what I was doing.
Okay.
I was figuring it out as I go. And I was making it super strong.
Were you high?
Yeah, he was.
Were you high making it?
Oh yeah, I was.
Oh,
all the time.
That's creative.
All the time.
most creative
Absolutely.
thoughts.
When I
right there.
started it, though, I was sober. I knew where I wanted to go, and I just kind of let my hands fly. When we finally got the flavor down pat, and I released it to the public, sampling it out.
It was so strong. I remember I was one of the few that got the original batch.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's not many people
And
that got the
I
try it.
drove home.
No way.
I drove home, and on 45, where you can go like downtown versus staying on I-10 on Taylor
Right.
Street. Look, I
You're
thought
about to admit to a crime.
it passed. Anyway, I'm driving. I'm like, oh shit! I done came down
The wrong way.
the road that's on construction, and I'm running out of road.
Oh,
I'm
my
thinking
goodness.
because
it's a hill.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh well, Jesus, at least I'm gonna go. I just start saying my prayers, and
Oh,
then
my
I got
goodness.
over the hill. I was like, oh, it's road here. But I was so zooted.
You didn't know.
Zooted. I was just like, yo, if this is the way I'm going, at least I'm relaxed. At least I'm relaxed.
So speaking of it, let me ask you this: what's the mixture? What's the components inside of the uninfused, and the one that's infused? What's the components and what's the potency of it?
So the two are the same. The only difference is the cannabis.
Okay.
But the makeup is really easy. It's liquor, peaches. We use real peaches. We don't. It's
Okay,
not
real fruit.
Yeah, we use real peaches. Limes, we use real limes, and then we just marry them together, and that's what you got
Yeah, there's 1,000 milligrams in a bottle.
in a bottle. Please. Yeah.
And
How many milligrams?
1,000.
1,000 milligrams
Oh,
of
my
THC per bottle, and it's 30% alcohol per volume.
So if
Right?
I get
Is that how it-
so if
how
I get
is
a
it?
That is it by volume.
By volume.
So if I get an 8-ounce cup, what is
Straight.
that equivalent
Nah, you
to?
straight. Yeah, you
That's equivalent to one sweet. 1 8-ounce cup is equivalent to one sweet you smoking by yourself.
And you could take that down because it's so soft, it's so easy to drink.
Yeah.
so smooth.
And it's not and a lot of people get scared with edibles and things like that, consumption other than smoking. 605 is not a like hit you in your face. You are gradually increasing, and you could feel it. You could feel like you was like, yo, I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. It's not like a truck just hit you and now you just high and you stuck. Like, you definitely are like, you're climbing at a very consistent pace. It's not aggressive at all.
Do you ever come down?
Yes, you do come down.
Okay.
You do come down, and it's not like you just crash. It's just like you gradually grow up, you gradually go down, and it's the more you sip.
Except for in the beginning, some people were like gone for about 2 days.
That was the high potency
crazy.
one,
yeah,
though.
that's what I said in the beginning.
Okay, in the beginning, yeah,
was
you was like, I was so high, I was like, I don't want to be high anymore.
So were you a smoker? Do you ever consume?
I did. I smoked, but I wasn't a frequent smoker. I didn't start engaging in cannabis until I became frequently.
I got you.
Before I became Jay's partner in all of this, and now I don't even like drinking other alcohols. I was like, this nasty. Where my 605 at?
No, the reason I asked because a lot of people that's going to purchase this product, they don't smoke weed or they never did edibles, but they drink.
You know, I did it where everybody else did it, like he was saying, like the college days and stuff like that. And it was more so like, if you're anxious, I was in college and everything was like so anxious, test everything. And so, yeah, I engaged when I was in college, and being a business owner and dealing with the stresses of being a business owner, entrepreneur, this drink just, without having to roll up and make the mess of rolling up and stuff, like, it just gives you this
sexy.
Like, I'm grown, I'm sexy, let me wind down.
You don't got to break a Dutch. You don't got to unroll a backwood. You don't got to pack a cone. You just get ice. You pour it in the glass.
I'm a grown woman.
If you want a little bit stronger, you might add some more liquor like you did when we first started. You know what I'm saying? If you want a little bit stronger, but realistically, it's so sexy. It's so gentle.
It's just like a mom. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. It's just like a mother who wants her bottle of wine. Instead for now, you don't need a bottle of wine. You don't need to consume a whole bottle of wine to wind down. You get you a glass of, especially those at-home moms that don't get tests. Listen, if you're a stay-at-home mom, this is your drink. I have 2 kids of my own. I know. Oh, I know. Okay.
So especially here in Texas, I'm gonna tell you, you from here, but Texas, one thing that people love is, of course, crawfish. Seafood. But this is something you can drink, and I can honestly say this. I'm from Louisiana, so this is something honestly I could say you can actually drink this product while eating seafood. Yeah,
or brunch. We had a group of ladies who ordered our first batch for brunch, and I'm telling you, them ladies was stumbling, giggling. I'm talking about these beautiful ladies was just beautiful as could be, just dressed to the
T. And everything, but they were.
And
gone.
I mean, like they were just zooted.
Good time though. That's a good time.
Had fun.
At Post Oak Hotel.
Oh my
At
goodness.
the Post Oak Hotel.
Oh, that's best.
Now you know at the Post Oak they got some good food, a good vibe.
Right.
And these ladies sit at their table, sitting pretty, and just floating on a cloud.
So how can anybody purchase this?
There's 2 ways.
Okay.
Online or in select retailers. That's really it. And if you're in New York, you got free reign. We in a lot of stores in the city because New York's is just, they just don't care.
Right, they open,
Yeah,
well,
they just don't care for the most part.
I will say we will have we will have the largest volume to sell that we've had since the launch at Summer Jam.
Okay.
We will have almost 300 bottles at Summer Jam, along with along with collaborating with Summer Jam. We're doing the Houston Sunrise Margarita, which is going to be 605 frozen mixed with another paired rum strawberry, and it's going to mimic the colors of the sunset in the summer, and it's called the Houston Sunrise, and it's Houston Sunset, and it's tribute to Summer Jam and all that Houston has to offer us.
So if you do want to buy it, Summer Jam online or in select retailers.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. And lastly, let me ask you guys this. I know the company is fairly young and it's early. Give me a success story that when somebody purchased, they had, and when I say success, I don't mean like, it's an accomplishment. I'm saying like a crazy story that somebody experienced off the drink. It's like, yo, I was drinking 605 and man.
So one of my favorite things to this day, it's even on the website, I love to read it every chance I get, was the first message I got from actually the very first customer. One of my biggest supporters, shout out to him. He sent me a message because he was also my test dummy for a long time. He tried different flavors. We got a bunch of flavors coming too. Pay attention.
Okay.
he messaged me and told me like, "Yo, my girl's pregnant."
Yeah, I remember that.
Congrats! Like I didn't know how to respond. Like,
Right.
congrats. He was like, "Nah, no congrats. You gonna have to pay me for some Pampers or something because that drink is the reason why that baby's here."
Yeah, we actually sent them a bib that said 605 brought me here.
Wow.
We actually sent them a bib, a pack of diapers and wipes, and they were really grateful for it. But he was like, "Oh yeah,
Gotta.
this made this." We loved each other that night.
Okay, right. That's my favorite response. I mean, there's a lot of other wins. I mean, a metric ton of other wins. Like I said, we got a lot of support. We do. I'd be a liar if I sat here and said we're not supported, because we are super supported. It's amazing.
I think mine personally is all of the political figures and the artists that are drawn to it. We have a lot of like A-list celebrities that are ready for this.
To promote
They
it.
really want to be a part of it.
Yeah, they really want to be a part of it.
I want to say some names so bad.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
I'm itching
No,
to say some
y'all
names so
stay
bad.
tuned because
tuned.
this year, y'all probably gonna hear our drink in somebody's rap, somebody's song. I kid you
Right.
not. It's gonna be lit.
So what's going to happen is this, right? I know you guys going to boom. I know the business is going to blow, right? Since you guys came to Culturally Distinct, you guys got to come back.
Oh,
Of
definitely,
course.
definitely.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
always blessings with you. Always blessings with you.
Because I know how, because what's crazy, a lot of people that come up here, a lot of companies come up here, and like that next year, they do like 10X, 20X. Every single time. I don't know. I ain't saying it's us over here because we declare things over here. You know what I'm saying?
Blessings, yeah.
Culturally distinct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It distinctions within our culture, and they blow and they come back and bless us, and I'm like, man, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to get the information out to the people. That's
Right.
all.
Yes.
That's what I'm just a instrument to do that. But before we get out of here, I gotta get a cup of that infused.
crazy.
Please.
You know
I'm
what I'm
actually
saying?
busting. I finished my cup.
Yeah.
So look,
I
while
feel it's so good, right?
while I'm pouring this up, what's the price point when people can
It
know
depends.
what the price point is?
I don't even want to sell nobody on nothing because we don't determine what the retailers sell it for. But if you're at an event, if you're at one of our private events, or if you're getting it directly from the website, you can get it for $85. But retailers sell it for as high as $150 to $200 a bottle.
Yes. I will say that we have shout out to Crawford Culture. Shout out to Trent and all them. Crawford Culture. There is a coupon out there on the website. If you use CFTC, you get 20% off. If you put in a big order, you know, we answer the phone. We're not one of those people that send you to an automated voice system or nothing like that. You hear my voice when you call. Like, how much do you need? We'll send it out to you right away. Right. So we are very accommodating and very customer service friendly when it comes to people purchasing and making orders. We've even thrown in a couple of like extra bottles just because just of showing the support. We appreciate all of our supporters. People who contribute big, people who contribute small. We just love our supporters.
You know, $85 is cheap, man.
Yeah.
For this, yes. That's why I said the retailers. I can't tell the retailers what to sell.
Right.
That's worked out between them and distribution.
So y'all basically giving it away
from us. From
y'all, yeah. Because the thing is, what's gonna happen? I already know what's gonna happen. So look, I know a lot of people that's in the business. So this is gonna happen. A distributor gonna get a hold to it, and they gonna put their quota on it. Right. They gonna buy almost. It's
gonna be crazy.
30,000 bottles.
Yeah.
And now y'all gonna be like, well, I don't have no control of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it is what it is.
The thing is, and I tell people, I said right now it's easy to obtain. It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to get it directly from the distributor, whoever we sign a contract with.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because we can't control retail pricing. We legally cannot.
Because if a little baby says, I'm on that 605 at 605.
Woo! Shout out to Lil Baby, just reach out, shoot.
I'm telling you.
I'm hoping the city girls be like, I was on that 605 and I was live.
I'm telling you, I see it already. See the clock.
Shoot.
Right.
Shout out to Big Fella. I get drunk and high at the same damn time. Big Fella.
Huge shout out to Big Fella.
Yeah, man.
Big Fella. Y'all check out Big Fella Wings because he always has 605 on his truck, y'all.
He does.
He always has 605. Louisiana is tearing up. That's 605 with them Big Fella wings. Shreveport.
Love you.
Big Fella, is he from Baton Rouge?
He is.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Big Fella. We love you, fella.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Okay, cool. So look, as I'm sipping this, I gotta sip it slow, guys. I'm just saying, I gotta sip it slow. So before we get out of here, man, I want you guys to give the information one more time. Where can they find the bottles? The information about Summer Jam, and also your social media information.
Yeah, you can find us on Instagram at DrinkALP6. That's DrinkALP6. On the website, 605.com. That's O as in the letter O, not a 0. I know it's confusing.
Right.
If you're looking to order something, you get it from the website. Summer Jam, May 20th. Please get your tickets, summerjamhtx.com. And if you don't want to pay for it, jump on our IG. You might have a chance to win
A pack
one
of
or
5 tickets.
Tickets, completely up to you.
Come on, girls.
That's
City
dope.
Girls is here. We popping out this
City
summer.
Girls,
Y'all
Duke Deuce,
Waka Flocka,
Flocka.
Flame.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Asian Doll, all of them.
I went last year. Actually, the first Summer Jam, I DJ because I DJ on the side. So I DJ'd the very first Summer Jam. So the second one was last year with Moneybag, I think. It was
Moneybag and
Moneybag,
Lotto,
yeah.
and the first one was Big Frida
Yeah.
Hot Sizzle. I
Right.
shot that for Tim.
Right.
I did. I shot that for Tim.
And then is this one now?
Yeah.
So but I've
3
been knowing
years.
those guys over there, Tim and Mike and all those guys forever. I've been on them.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we about to get out of here, guys. Look, God, hold up, not yet. We ain't get out of here yet.
Look, I'm ready to go.
Right.
I'm ready to
That's
go.
605 on it. It's 605 literally over here right now. So look, but no, guys, look, make sure that you tune in, make sure you log in, make sure you hit up 605 on the DM, make sure you hit up Summer Jam on the 20th. And you know what I'm thinking right now? I'm gonna speak this thing to existence. Culturally distinct. We have a couple of sponsors over here. I think 605. They might want to be.
Would love to
Oh,
sponsor.
They might
yeah.
want to be a sponsor because
Oh,
look.
definitely.
I would love to. We could agree to that right now.
Because the thing is
Nothing
this,
we-
I'm gonna do
we
this.
discuss it.
Every guest that comes on here, I'm gonna have them take a sip of 605. Every single guest.
Look, we'll do you one better. We'll bring a case, and you decide who you want to take, who takes home.
It's gonna be every guest. It's gonna be every guest.
Listen,
And look, because Bottle gonna be on every single episode. I'm just saying. It's something we gonna talk about this off there. We gonna talk about this off there, guys.
blessings.
Let's work it out.
But look, before we get out of here, one more time, guys, give you guys the information so the guys can find you. And yeah,
At DrinkALP6, 605.com. That's where you can find us.
there it is, guys. Culturally Distinct Podcast, DJ KO, it's your boy. I love you guys. Look, make sure when you out there in the streets, be safe and don't wrap it up. I'm just saying, y'all be good, all right?
Peace.